Today we're going to work on repairing this wire bottom spring from this 1975 Firebird bucket seat. This wire loom spring here supports the bottom of your foam, and these are pretty commonly found broken. And this can be fixed pretty easily, and you can save yourself about $90 is what these cost aftermarket, 90 bucks for a pair. So let's get started on this, and the first thing you need to do is remove the spring, and you simply pull from this side to get it out from these tabs, and then those springs can just stay on the frame and hang loose. So this will work for any second gen F-body Firebird Camaro from 70 to 81, but I bet any of the other GM cars in that era have this in them as well. And I also know that these were in other makes, Ford, etc. So this process will work. But if you're looking specifically at that second gen Firebird Camaro, the dimensions on this are going to be 12 inches by 17. So if you're going to make one of these from scratch, you're going to want to know that. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do here is cut off these bad wires. You can see there's a handful of these that are pretty rough, and I'm actually going to leave the knots here where the wire was spun around on this for spacing indicators, and then I'm probably going to leave these ones on to keep my length correct, and I'll just refortify those as we put the new material on. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is use this good sturdy wire here. It's a thin type piano wire, just like that. I mean, it's got this coating on it, and it actually is a wire for an underground dog fence that I had left over. So we're going to use this wire, twist some of it together to make it stronger, and we're going to replace these lengthwise pieces with our new wire. So to make this wire a little bit stronger, I'm just going to use my drill. I have about 3 times the length of wire that I need. I've chucked up the 2 loose ends. I'm holding the other side tight. And there you go. So now we're just going to replicate that 11 more times, because there is a total of 12 wires spaced 1 inch apart. And I'm just going to rewrap over top of the original wire. All right, so now that we have these all made up, we're just going to start reattaching them to the cross piece here. If you didn't have a cross piece like this, you could use any sort of sturdy rod or whatnot to make it happen, but this is still in good shape. So we're going to just basically rebuild this. All right, so there we go. You can see there towards the middle, I started using it in the frame as sort of a loom so that I could stretch it tight and make sure they were all kind of the same length and didn't have any in the middle that were shorter and kind of sagging or whatever, so I'd stretch it tight. But now I'm going to spin up 2 or 3 more, and then we can do the cross sections here. So I've just taken some of the original wire and put it between the spins on each one of these, kind of give me a pattern to work off of on 2 different occasions here. So now we'll just weave those through, kind of spinning them around all of the cross sections until we get the pattern we want. There we go, good as new. Obviously, if you're going to a period factory correct repair, this is not the way to go. but I think this may even be better than factory. And there we go. We're ready to reupholster this thing. You'll never see it. And if anybody does look under there, take the seat off, and takes a look at that, they're gonna say, what in the heck did this hillbilly do? Or they're gonna say, dang, look what this hillbilly did.